Wah, wah. Awawa. Awa. Awawa. Awawawa. Awawawawawa. Wah. Awa. Awawawawa. Awawa. Hi, hello, good morning, welcome. Hello. Yawn. Awa, good morning. Ow, ow, my throat. Ow. Oh, that hurt. Why did that hurt? Oh my god, I just had a sip of coffee. Why did that hurt? Oh no. Wah. Hi, hello, good morning, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. It's Friday, which means it's music request. Yippee! Hi, Maury, welcome. Congrats on first. Ugh, stretch. Ah. An arcane edit now? An arcane edit? The drag path edits are going way too far. Oh my god. There's too many of them. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of 21 Pilots fans be like really upset about all these drag path edits because there's like that's our song. That song's only for the fans. You aren't allowed to make edits of it. But I think it's kind of funny. I don't believe in gatekeeping music. I totally understand where 21 Pilot fans are coming from. It is technically our song, but I don't mind people using it. It's fun. I love that little stupid puffer fish. But anyway, art. Oh fuck. I need to remember to make a pinned message. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Ah, sniffles. But hi, hello, good morning, welcome. Hi, Link, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Wow. Um, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know what to draw. I do not know what to draw, unfortunately. I swear I had an idea for something while I was falling asleep last night, but now it's gone. Do you want me exploding to death? Oh my god, I'm always forgotten. Why can I not picture? There you go. When it's week 3, 'cause he has loads. Uh, hmm. I swear I had an idea for something last night, but I can't remember. Can't remember. Actually, I'm a. Before I delete it forever. Maybe you should drink the remember juice. Oh, man, I just ran out. I just ran out of remember juice. Ah, Mario, Luigi, save me. I'm still really proud of these doodles of Mario and Luigi. They look really good actually. They actually look like really good. Hmm. Pokemon. I don't know what kind of Pokemon. 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 Oh, how do you make a gingerbread man Pokemon? Actually, where the fuck does gingerbread come from? Apparently, it's not from a specific place. It's originated from Northern Europe. Makes sense. but I've been in a Christmassy mood, so I was like, I was eating gingerbread yesterday, and I was like, hey, I can make a gingerbread Pokemon. How do I make a gingerbread Pokemon? Fun fact about gingerbread: in Norway, we call it pepper cookies. So I had no idea there was ginger in it for a while. I don't even think pepper is the main ingredient. Just what we call them. There's even like this like story from like a kids book, very popular kids book, a kids book series, where this the baker's out of town, and his assistant has to make gingerbread, but because he doesn't know how to make them, he just makes cookies with a bunch of pepper in them, and they end up tasting not good. I don't know, just a fun fact. This is stupid. This is stupid. Whose idea was this? Oh, oh wait. Oh, that's right. Was me. It's like when you draw on the cookie but it comes out fucked up from the oven. That was kind of the vibe I was going for. I think it just looks too flat. I imagine him kind of. I imagine it kind of like floating. Like it's not a walking gingerbread man. It's like a floating little guy. The head is the main body, like, and then the body just sort of floats along like a wind chime. I might be it. I might be influenced by the mega chime echo that was revealed yesterday. Because I really love that design. That design is actually pretty cool. Not so much the mega best Baxcalibur, but man, now I really want Legends EA. Now I really want to get Legends EA so I can play it. So I can play the DLC. Although the DLC is gonna be another $30, which means if I'm already like on the fence about getting a Switch 2 with Legends EA, then I should be extra on the fence of getting the DLC. Give him a top hat and a candy cane. That would be adorable, but it wouldn't be a Pokemon design. Let's put you to the side and let's come up with a new idea. How many song requests do we have? We have a few. We have a few. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in Norway, you often see gingerbread hearts over like gingerbread men. No, that doesn't look good. Ah! Given I live in America, I often see gingerbread men during the Christmas season. I mean, when we make them at home, we like make like when you make them homemade, you obviously make all kinds of different shapes: Christmas trees, stars, gingerbread men. But usually, when you buy them from the store, it's that was silly. It's usually something like this, little hearts. That looks fucking hilarious. Having the fucking gingerbread like slapped on top of the line art. Silly. But also around Christmas time, we have like a different kind of we have a different kind of Christmas cookie that is usually in the shape of men. Oh, that was a huge image. We have a different type of cookie men for Christmas time. Anyway, cookie man seems to be enough music requests. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna click that and I'm gonna go where the fuck is it? There it is. Go there. And I'm gonna boop. May or may not have watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners. May or may not have cried at the ending. The ending is pretty sad. It's been a while since I watched it. It's been a good couple of years since I last watched it. Don't really need to watch it again. Didn't really click with me. It wasn't a me type of show, surprisingly enough. I'm not a huge fan of cyberpunk anymore. I'm just I too dystopian. I don't like dystopia as much as I did when I was an edgy teenager. I like more hopeful futures. I hate cyberpunk style world building. Like, cool, you made capitalism, but way worse. How creative. Something like that. Now, what I would love to see is Tetopunk. That's what I want to see in this world. I just remembered. I forgot. I forgot yesterday to watch the finale to She-Hulk. I was gonna do that, but then I got distracted by watching the Cloak and Dagger show instead. And people say that the finale is like the only good part of She-Hulk. Probably gonna watch Fantastic Four this weekend with my brother. Me too. That's why I subscribed to that's why I subscribed to Disney Plus again. Cause Fantastic Four, but I decided to save it for the weekend because I'm that kind of person that's like, oh, I don't have time to watch a movie today, and then I don't have time to watch a 2 hour long movie, and then I still spend 2 hours watching YouTube videos. So I decided to save it for the weekend and instead watch She-Hulk and Cloak and Dagger. And I did enjoy both of them. I think I enjoyed She-Hulk more so. Mostly because Cloak and Dagger was made in like the Netflix Defenders era, where like they tried to make, even though they have superpowers, they tried to make it so much more realistic. And they changed Cloak and Dagger's origins. I mean, I do enjoy the show for what it is, but like it's very different from how they are in the comic. I don't know. I don't know about him. I don't know about him. What I do really like about the Cloak and Dagger show, which is almost in the original comics, it's like implied but never outright stated, and that is like the race aspect of it. Because like in the original like comic runs of Cloak and Dagger, it's very much, they almost play Cloak and Dagger's relationship. Well, a lot of people see Cloak and Dagger's relationship as like, oh, this fucking black thug like preying on this poor white woman, even though that's not how they, that's not what their relationship is really like from their perspective. But they never say it out loud. They like imply that like, oh, Cloak, you're evil and you're a bad influence on Tandy, but they never like make it a race thing really, even though in the subtext it very much is. But in the Cloak and Dagger show, it's very much they make the race thing very obvious. Poor Tyrone, he does not deserve anything that happens to him. So it is a little fun. It is a little bit funny in a way that like they do so much to make Tandy's life seem so horrible with her mom being neglectful, her dad being dead, she needing to like risk her life on the streets every day in order to get by, and then and then when they get to Tyrone struggles, it's just like he's black. And like I get it, that is definitely valid, but they don't explain it as much. You don't see how horrible it is compared to Tandy, probably because you know it would be very awful to see. Just fucking a black kid be like beat up by cops. But I do enjoy the Cloak and Dagger show. I'm halfway through the first season. Very interesting. Although I'm halfway through the first season, and they just like in the past 2 episodes like got together as Cloak and Dagger. They've kind of been like going their own ways through the entire first half of the season. No, that's not gonna work. I don't like that. I like this silly goober even better. You know what would make a great... No, wait, that already exists. Fuck, I was gonna be like, oh, a star Pokemon that already exists. We have Minior. God damn it. Why must all the best ideas already exist? I could make a regional Minior, but like, that would be stupid. Speaking of adaptations, my opinion on Netflix's Devil May Cry series has changed since I played the games. There was a Devil May Cry series on Netflix? I didn't even know that existed. Yeah, it's alright. Cool. I'm not really into Devil May Cry, so I'll probably never watch it, unfortunately. That's cool. What if I put aside the gingerbread goober for now and instead hoi 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 hoi. I'm still really proud of this design. This looks this is a really good Golden Freddy. Springtrap, not so much, but still cool. My main issue with the character of Lady, I feel like they mostly got it right, but she swears a lot. So similar to an episode of Hazbin Hotel. Oh goodness. Then you know it's bad. Man, I need to get a subscription to Prime Video so I can watch the latest season of Hazbin. I've seen clips of it float around on like Twitter and YouTube. I'm really intrigued. Apparently apparently we got Alistair's backstory, which is I thought that would take a while. I thought that would be like a big reveal at the end of the season, not something we would just get to know immediately, but okay, cool. I want to see that. I feel like they really tried to enter a political aspect to the show that just feels out of place for a DMC show. I don't know anything about DMC, but I'm also the kind of person that thinks everything is political. You just don't notice it in most things because the politics that they promote are things that are so accepted that you don't even notice. How the fuck does this Goopy Snooper look like? Even DMT4, which does go into politics and religion as a big part of the story, often doesn't go too deep into it and even makes fun of it. But it does get into it. This is very Shadow the Hedgehog coded. mm, how the fuck does the fucker look? Why can I not picture it in my head? That's how it looks. Okay. I think I need more space between the cheeks, not gonna lie. Oh no, I did the ice the wrong way. My eye, not my eye, my ear itches. Bagel, Bingus. Pringle. That doesn't even sound like Bridget. Actually, I'm gonna give them the analog horror thing just because I can. Analog horror mouth. Looks ridiculous. That's not the puppet. I was so happy when I learned that Bridget got a girlfriend. She did? I didn't even know that. I've never even heard of such a thing. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. Nope. 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 Back to gingerbread. Because I don't know what to do. It was a Guilty Gear anime that introduced this new character named Unica. She was later added to Strive, and her interaction with Bridget heavily imply a romantic relationship between them. That's adorable. Emerald. No. Then no. Rock. Rax. I kind of want to read Romantis, since my style has changed ever so slightly. Finally started playing Rivals again, and Angela is so much fun to play. Finally, a tank I actually like to play. That's great. I couldn't get into Angela. She plays weird. But I don't need Angela when I got the thing. Yeah, you just play with your thing. Always. that never gets that never gets old for me. I have no wonder I'm such a huge fan of Haspin when this is my sense of humor. Why did I initially fucking Glebe Glorb Mantis? Why did I turn her into a Glebe Glorb? I guess because she's like Mantis, Bug, and also because like Alien, even though she technically isn't well, it's complicated. Mantis is such a complex character, even though she has no right to be. Especially for me, an MCU fan who's read very few comics. Well, in the movies, she's not complex by any means. She's very simple in the movies. They took away most of her deep lore, which for good reason. I'm not gonna lie. There's a reason why a lot of people didn't know about Mantis before she appeared in the movies. She is she's a weird one with a complex history. I've probably talked about it before, how she's basically her creator's uh precious little Mary Sue OC Do Not Steal, written originally to be the center of the Marvel universe. But he was the only one that cared about her, so they didn't use her. No other author, no other writer at Marvel wanted to use her until 2008, when someone thought, hey, how about we just streamline the entire cosmic side of Marvel? And then she ended up on the Guardians of the Galaxy as pretty much a brand new character. And now because of the movies, she's once again a brand new character. Now she's defined by being a cheerful fucking empath more than anything else. Because the movies are objectively more popular. Right. I do appreciate though that in Rivals, even though she does still have she is still characterized as being the cheerful optimist of the Guardians. But she's not as dumb as they made her in the movies. She's still essentially the... Okay, I wanted to call her the brains of the Guardians of the Galaxy for a second, but that's not really true and was never true. Rocket and Star-Lord are usually the brains. Mantis was more like their psychologist at the beginning. And she kind of mind controlled them in order to stay together as a team. I'm not even joking. After the... What was the event called again? Annihilation Conquest event, which like gathered what would become the Guardians of the Galaxy together. Peter was like, "Hey, since we already have this group, what if we just form a group so that we can? What if we just form a group so we can save the galaxy when there's a threat?" And then Nova was like, "Shut up, Peter. That's never gonna work." And then Peter was like, "Mantis, I'm gonna assemble this group. Can you make sure that everyone who doesn't want to join the group will still join by mind controlling them?" And Mantis was like, "Okay." It caused a schism in the Guardians of the Galaxy partway through their original run, when that was revealed to everyone else. Most of them were pissed, but like some of them stayed. I think Groot and Rocket stayed, as well as one more person. I forget who it was. But I do like Mantis, conceptually. She is genuinely one of my favorite comic book characters just because of how weird her history is. And I like the modern adaptation of her character a lot. She's written so well in the most recent Guardians run, the 2023 one. She also has a really cute design there. Hold on. 2023, man. This. Marvel. Not the it's so sucky that the third movie came out the same year as that fucking comic. Because now every time you Google Guardians of the Galaxy 2023, you just get the movie. Comic. Show me the fucking bug. Where's a good image of what she looked like? This is good enough. Also, hi Arsen, welcome. Okay, it's not the highest quality, but there she is. I really like this design for her. It's not anything that she traditionally wears, but I think it's really cool. I like the armored look, and I really love designs that have big hands. I really hope they add this costume to Rivals, but you already know how I feel about their adaptation of this costume, so I don't have faith in Rivals anymore when it comes to these costumes. Gamora, Drax, and Nebula aren't even in the game, and if they ever put them in the game, I hope they don't give them these outfits because they're gonna fuck them up like they did my boy. But I do love the Mantis design. She has like a thing in this comic where she has like a multiple personality thing. She like there's a thing in her mind that connects her to like multiversal versions of herself. And it's like it's going back to an old story of hers where she was like, her mind was scattered across the multiverse, which explains why she's such an inconsistent character. Just some meta things, you know? There's actually one design from this comic run, from the 2023 run, that I think would actually look pretty good in could look pretty cool. I'm not gonna say would, I'm gonna say could. And that's Groot, because Groot in the 2023 run isn't he's transformed into this giant like galaxy consuming monster. So like you can't properly adapt that design into Rivals without making it Groot shaped instead of like this mass of branches and fucking glowing yellow bits. But I would love a design where Groot looks like more sharp and monstrous with like glowing bits on him. That would be so cool. I really hope they do that. Oh my god, look how much aura he has. Why did they fuck him up in Rivals? Anyway, I'm gonna stop. Hey, Mantis. Mwah. Anyway. Glebe Glorb. That's metal as shit. I know, it's so cool. That would be a cool tank, absolutely. Yesterday I was on Discord. I was in a Discord call with Sunday. Cause she's been playing Date Everything on Discord and sharing it. And I've been looking at all the voice actors to see if I recognize any of them. First of all, there's a lot of Rivals voice actors. That surprised me. But one of the voice actors is not in Rivals, but he has a long history of voicing Drax in other media. So if Drax ever gets to Rivals, he's probably the guy they're gonna go with. What was his name again? Behind the voice actor, state everything. He voiced the like washing machine or something. Where is the washing machine guy? David Sobolov is his name, and he's voiced Drax in a lot of things. Though he hasn't voiced him for like a while, but that's probably because Drax hasn't been in a lot of things for a while. Wait, who voiced him in the game, the Guardians of the Galaxy game? I'm curious. Jason Cavalier, and he's only credited as Drax. He hasn't done anything else. Interesting. All right. I have that game. Don't really remember it, but I remember it being fun. I really want to play it. I don't know if I can stream it though because it has a lot of copyrighted music in it. As far as I've heard. Also, not enough Mantis. I'm probably Mantis's biggest fan. No, never. No, actually, hold on. Steve. How do you pronounce his last name? Hold on. Steve Englehart. Is he still alive? He is still alive. Okay, I'm Mantis's second biggest fan in the world. Your computer would likely explode. That game is big. Oh. Unfortunate. Also, Steve Englehart also created Star-Lord. So that's probably why they decided to make them siblings in the MCU. Just a fun fact for you there. Man, why are you using Narm Narp? Why are you using Glorp? Counting the days for Cosmic Invasion. I'm so excited for that game. It does look fun. I don't know if I can get it though. I really want to, but Pokemon has got me in a chokehold as it usually as usual, you know. Given this by tribute, it's probably gonna be cheap, like 20 to 30, maybe 40. Ah, that's so much though, considering that I'm gonna if I want to play Pokemon, I'm gonna have to buy a Switch too. I can't afford to spend all that money. I'm just gonna not I was about to put in the exclamation point comms uh command, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Make her head even bigger. Actually, the big head makes her look young. That's better. Maybe if I just give her a bigger neck, a longer neck, I could still give her a big head. I don't know. Because a bigger head definitely makes her look more bug-like and alien. I think that works. If it's not up for pre-order, there's no price tag just yet. Oh, shucks. But if it is like oh, sorry, voice crack. If it is like $30, then that's the same price as the Pokemon DLC that's coming out. So do I want to get the DLC? I mean, I probably need it to get the new Mega Evolutions that are coming out. Although not many of the Mega Evolutions interest me. I like the Chimecho. Not so much the Baxcalibur. But both Baxcalibur and Chimecho were mentioned in the leaks for what Mega Evolutions are coming to the Legends EA DLC, and so I'm gonna assume that the rest of that list is accurate, and not many of them interest me either. I'm not gonna say because spoilers. I'm not gonna say what Pokemon are getting megas in the DLC according to the leaks. I'm just gonna say they don't really interest me. think I may have made those arms a little long. Just a little. Booba. Man, I start drawing one thing, and then when I get this far, I'm like, I'm not feeling it anymore, and I want to switch to something else. Is ADHD brain really that bad? Gingerbread man. I think I should get a better concept before I keep working on the gingerbread man, not gonna lie. Does Pinterest have any cool concepts for gingerbread man Pokemon? Not a lot of concepts from just looking up gingerbread Pokemon. cute Sinisty variant though. Stretch. Are my creative juices really running out already? Aw. I don't want my creative juices to be running out. I want to get creative. Hmm. This okay. That's what that is. I've been meaning to draw my OCs, but I I I I just keep not doing it. People even care about my OCs? Do I talk about them enough for people to care? That is the question, I guess. There's something about her design I find unappealing, but I cannot put my finger on it. What is this music? Oh, that explains what this music is. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Let me guess. It's peak. That's what Arson's gonna say about what the music is. Hi, Julian. Welcome. Congrats on third. Used to give it some rather chaotic vibe. You can say that again. How should I draw mandibles on a human person? I want her to look freaky looking here. I know my art style is not suited for freaky looking and scary, but I want her to be scary. Oh, that's horrifying, actually. That's horrifying. Finally, I find what I'm looking for, and it's fucking horrifying. Because of course it would be. It's fucking insect mandibles on a human mouth. Of course it's terrifying. music. Ah! Ah! Am I actually able to make her look? Hold on. I ponder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that thought with what I was bought because somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Sometimes quiet is violence. I find it hard to hide it. My pride is no longer inside. It's on my sleeve. My skin will scream, reminding me of who I've killed inside my dream. I hate this car that I'm driving. There's no hiding from me. I'm forced to deal with what I feel. There's no distraction to mask what is real. I can pull the steering wheel. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that thought with what I once bought because somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Ponder of something terrifying, because this time there's no sound to hide behind. Find over the course of our human existence, one thing consists of consistence, and it's that we're all battling fear. Oh dear, I don't know if we know why we're here. Oh my, too deep. Please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had sound. For things we would do, but from the things that were there were only two, and from the two that we choose to do, peace would win and fear would lose. There's faith and there's sleep. We need pick one, please, because faith is to be awake, and to be awake is for us to think, and for us to think is to be alive. And I will try with every rhyme to come across like I am dying to let you know you need to try to think. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that thought with what I once bought, because somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Whoa, whoa. Thank you. Thank you, Arsen. Thank you, because at that point in the song there would be no new lyrics. So thank you. That was perfect timing, actually. I got a fucking drag pad edit on my For You page this morning. Oh, they're never gonna end. They're never gonna end. They're gonna keep coming. It happened to me too earlier when I posted the Twitter notification for my stream. I got one of Arcane, Jason Victor Arcane, which is actually really fun, really funny because, the boys made a song for Arcane season 2. So that's kind of funny. Does it look like insect eyes if I do that? A little bit, yeah. It's her hair that is the problem. It's so cartoony. I feel like I need to change her hair. I feel like I need to change up her hair a little bit for it to work better with my idea of her. But I like how it makes kind of like a jester hat sort of shape. This song is making me think of the, was it 9 Inch Nails that made a new song where they're like the Joker? It might not have been 9 Inch Nails, but some like metal band made like a Joker song recently. And this song kind of sounds like it. But yeah, of course it's Friday Night Funkin'. I'm not surprised. Make sure to give her mandibles. Do you guys know of the Creepcast? This like horror podcast with Wendy Goon and Meat Canyon? They did an episode about a very creepy creepy pasta or like a internet horror story. I don't know if it's necessarily creepy pasta, but it was essentially about this family, like very like Southern American country family. Uh that were old men, old boys. And the dad was like always like, you're not allowed to talk to women. You can only he like secluded the boys from the rest of the world and told them that they can't talk to women and all that. And then when the oldest brother uh turned 18, the dad took the family to a private church to hold some sort of ceremony. And and he took the oldest brother down into the basement and just left him there overnight. And then the next day when he came back, he was acting real weird. And then and then years later, when the POV character turned 18, the same was gonna happen to him. And it was revealed that in the basement of that church, there was this giant moth creature, human moth creature, who was essentially the mother. Mother, grandmother, sister of the entire family. It turns out the entire family was an inbred fucking incest family with this fucking bug lady. And the reason they were all boys is because the mother didn't want them to, you know, be with any women. And so every time they got a girl, she would eat them. But then the POV character had a girl, and then instead of offering the baby child to the moth woman to eat, he ran off and fucking escaped the family and started raising the child on his own. Turns out when that child turned 18, she started growing moth antenna, and that was like the big like cliffhanger of the story. Why am I bringing this up? Because it should go without saying. I think it would be a fun inspiration for this character. I just remembered it right now. Actually, I'm gonna do this in a separate layer. Yucky, indeed yucky. I don't like bugs, not gonna lie, no offense. It's fine. I just think it was an interesting story. It's almost like a commentary on like you know, they say that like the American South is full of like inbreeding and incest and stuff. But it's also on top of that like a commentary on like tradition in general and how it can affect, how it can cause forms of like generational trauma. Moths always intrigue me because you look at them, you look at high-res images of them, and you think they'd be like at least beetle-sized, but most of the fucking fluffy, cute moths are like the size of your finger, the size of your fingertip, and yet they look so adorable up close. It's like little puppies, right? Ghostbusters! Ghostbusters! Ugh. That was gross. That was gross. Pinterest, why would you show me that? Why would you show me an AI generated? Most likely AI generated. Either that or a really good Photoshop of a fucking moth with a giant mouth with sharp teeth inside. That's not how they look. And I hate you for that. That was gross. Not what moths look like. I want the hands to look like butterfly or moth. Moths are a type of butterfly. People often want to make the distinction clear when in fact they are so closely related that like a fish situation. Moths are a type of butterfly. That look good. Do they look like butterfly wings? Not really. But how can I make them look like butterfly wings and also a hand? Ah, that is the dilemma, isn't it? That's pretty sick, isn't it? I think that's pretty sick. How the fuck you draw them hands? Witchcraft? I don't know, I just did. I just wish they were more. Maybe if the pointer and middle finger were like stretched out more, and then the ring and pinky finger were more like curled, it would look more like butterfly wings. Possibly. But I do think this looks rad. I want the big bug form to look really gross. Almost slug-like in its movement. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I am. Hmm. I don't think I can even make this look good. Can't draw ability icons for the life of me. Screwed. I'm burning all my art. Icons are identity never to design. This shit genuinely pisses me off. Like ability icons, like Marvel Rival. I really do like the idea of this. I never finished doodling her. But what if I drew her as evil and fucked up like that? No, actually no. Gingerbread. I don't know what to do with gingerbread. Mantis. What to do for a dress thing, though, is the question. I genuinely don't know. I don't think I know what to draw anymore. Unfortunate. Adam Warlock. I like Adam. But I don't know what to do with them, unfortunately. Draw Vision, after all, he's our sunshine. Not today. Although I never finished my design for Vision. And I probably never will because it's kind of uninspired and he kind of just looks like a Zenyatta. Oh, it's gonna be fun to go back and play a little bit of Zenyatta next week. I downloaded Overwatch again, so I'm gonna be playing some of that next week while waiting for the next Rivals season. The real ones know exactly what this is what this is supposed to be. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be Adam Warlock, but like, what is it supposed to be? The real ones know immediately. Maybe I made his forehead too short. Okay, now everyone should be able to tell exactly who it is. It's pretty obvious who it is. Now it's extremely obvious. If it wasn't already obvious based on, who I am. Can't say I recognize them. Maybe look like some sort of Starman. I mean, yeah, Adam Warlock is a Starman, if you think about it. There's something difficult about drawing Bowie's mouth. He has such a subtle, like, upper lip. There we go. Maybe I should draw more like my own style, actually. Where I just don't draw an upper lip. I just draw his mouth line and then a lower lip. I'm gonna give him the Rivals thing. That's the thing I really like about Rivals is Adam design. They give him these like weird lines that make him look synthetic, but like not in a robotic way, but more in like a synthetic muscly kind of way. And I kind of dig that about him, about their design. Kind of like what you'd expect from like Vision, if you think about it. That reminds me. Yeah, I don't need to look at a look up a picture of David Bowie in his Ziggy Stardust era. I just have to look behind me at the poster. See, Ziggy Stardust does have a giant like circle on his forehead, which is perfect for Adam because he has a Infinity Stone on his forehead. Sometimes. It's definitely one of the things he's most famous for, but it's not something that he always does, obviously, because he can't just walk around with an Infinity Stone in his forehead all the time. Just remember, I got a bunch of Kirby stickers on Halloween. They've just been chilling in my wallet since. Nice. Can I? May I see it? No. I think I made his head really long. I'm now looking over at the album cover I'm referencing. Aladdin Sane, and I'm realizing I made his face super long. Hold on. I mean, this is what's called a caricature. This is what's called a caricature. When you accentuate like very prominent features of a face in order to make the essence of a person, essentially. I'm sure you guys know what a caricature is. Probably seen a few in your life. That's better. Now I can. You know what? Let me get a ruler so I can make his face symmetrical. Founder of something. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that. I did the joke once, so I don't need to do it again. Did it look more like David Bowie when his face was long? Hold on. There's no way his face looked more like David Bowie when it was longer. Do I just associate Bowie with having a long face? Probably. You know, you remember faces based on like that's why characters are so recognizable. It's because you don't remember faces by the details. You remember faces by core aspects. Like think of Jenna Ortega, for example. What do you know? What how do you remember Jenna Ortega? I'm pretty sure for most of you it's something like this. Because she has big old eyes and a small little mouth. I don't know why she's the one that came to mind first, but she was actually a good example because she actually has a feature like that that is very notable, you know? I remember her as the daughter in Beetlejuice 2 and Wednesday 2, I guess. I mean, that's probably her most famous roles as of right now. I'm gonna try to make the circle actually look good. There go the ads. You know what? Almost the end of the stream. I can switch to spoofy. I can switch to spoofy. There we go. Ah, whoa. Yeah, yeah. Ah, whoa. Ah, whoa. Oh. Ah, whoa. Arrow put me on the right to the chest, four path edged in the surface, lines of the yellow tip moving quiet like a serpentine in a formation. Buddy, that's my team, pretty impatient. Now they're waiting on me. might be the furthest we've reached. Now move it up, it's a breach. I wonder where you are. I wanted you to show me the way around the city walls, the way on through. I wonder where you are. I wanted you to show me, but now the night has fallen, abandoned by the sun. David Warlock. Or is it Adam Bowie? Or is it Bowie Warlock? From the mainland island of violence, it was the same plan for a vile sided and put you out. I thought what you thought would happen, who you thought I would be. What's the side swipe? Or did you picture this in a dream? Buckle down, this is possibly the furthest we reached. Now move it up, it's a breach. I wonder where you are. I wanted you to show me the way around the city walls, the way on through. I wonder where you are. I wanted you to show me, but now the night has fallen, abandoned by the sun. Abandoned by the sun. I smile around my head, didn't get into to. Should I give him clothes? Should I cover him up? I almost said a word that I really don't like saying. Should I cover him up? Does he need clothes? What clothes do I even give him? What clothes does Adam Warlock usually wear? Adam Warlock. He has a lot of different fits, actually. Actually, he has a lot of different fits. Twilight. Hold on, this is David Bowie Warlock. I should just give him the fucking what's it called? Ziggy Stardust fucking fit. It looks enough like Warlock's like OG costume. Tornado. Cause like he's got the popped like collar. Or it's not popped, but like got the collar. Okay, now it just looks like David Bowie. Actually, let me not erase all of it. I can salvage it by just closing it and then adding a little like bird skull or whatever. Now it's more Adam Warlock. Like he usually also wears a cape with that. You want cape with that? You know what? I'll worry about that later. I first of all I want to add some color to them. Color to it? I'm sorry. I fucking love Tally. Sold it all at a discount. I wanted to progress things. I wanted my soul set free. Lost it all at a discount. You and I both know just how the story goes. We've seen it several times. Kinda hard to know, is there a point at all, or should we cut the line? You wanna tally, I lost the count. You wanna love, I'll let you down. Still, you believe in me somehow. Usually Adam's skin isn't that gold looking, it's more orange. And then his hair is like blonde. Figure you and I. Or should his lips be the same red as his makeup? I think that would be rad. Okay, no, that doesn't actually work that well. Maybe this lighter color. No, it still looks weird. Okay. I forgot I should give him some of those patterns on his chest area as well, but it's fine. Fine for now. Oh no, I turned him into the president. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He looks pretty cool. Dude, that actually goes hard. What the hell? Then do my classic move. Colored outlines. Hell yeah. I dig that. But now we can finally move over here, I guess. Time to look for someone to raid, I suppose. But whom? Whom? Whom is streaming? Whom is streaming for me? You feel it in my. How long have you been off center? Don't need money, don't take fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. Strong and it's sudden, can be cruel sometimes. It might just save your life. Don't take fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. Tougher than diamonds and stronger than steel. You will feel nothing till you feel. We can rate Toma. I mean, I think we rated Toma sometime last week, but I feel like Toma would appreciate the art I made, so I think we're gonna go raid Toma. But before that, uh, there we go. Have some links in case some of you are new here. I doubt that there is anyone new here, but I'm just gonna do it out of routine. We have some links for you. My socials, which are my Bsky, where I sometimes post art. I try to post art there as often as possible, as often as I can, but I keep forgetting. I'm a little silly. But yeah, you can follow that if you want to see my cool art. Also, my YouTube VOD channel where I upload my VODs at the end of the week. So that they're available for people. Also, a Discord, which nothing much to say about a Discord server other than that we have it, but it's a nice place for the community to hang out. And also, it's the best place to be notified when I go live. You just go in there and you get the Melon Watcher Discord role, and you'll get pinged every time I go live, in case you want that. Also, my VGen, where I host my commissions. I'll be a little bit slow with them because I'm currently like reworking them a little bit. But yeah, if you want to support me and you would like some art, then I would really appreciate a commission. Of course, you don't have to. You should keep your money if you need it for other things. But if you have some money to spend, it would be very much appreciated. Also, you get cute art. So yeah. But now, have some raid messages. One for people who are subbed and one for people who aren't subbed. But if you don't want to just use the universal emotes and you have other emotes you want to use, you can go ahead and do that. I don't mind. But just copy the raid message, and we're going to be raiding out to Monotoma, a friend of the channel. They're really cute. They make really cool art. I really love their art. I kind of want to. I would love to commission Toma to draw my demon OCs. Actually, that would fit. That would work. That would look so well in their style. Actually. I'm so smart. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. And I hope you all have a good weekend. I'll be back again on Monday with more art. Hopefully, by next week, I can get my hands on a Switch. I might order one online, since that seems to be the only way I can actually get it. But we'll see. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll be back on Monday with more art. Also, we're gonna be playing some Overwatch next week, so yippee! But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. I hope you have a good weekend. Make sure you all eat food and drink water and take care of yourself. Take your meds if you have them, if you need them. That is very important. Remember to take care of yourselves. And also, yeah, remember to copy the raid message. And we're gonna be saying hello to Toma. So yeah, bye everyone. Bye bye. Have a good day. Have a good time. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.